Why do you think alcohol is still so widely accepted despite the damage it causes?
I will chalk up to marketing. Since the dawn of newspapers and radio and TV, it is a great job at marketing as, well, I know for a lot of people, it's a rite of passage. If you look back into the old days, there's been rites of passage when we go from child to adult. And this has kind of taken that over as far as, hey, have some drinks. You're 21 now, you're an adult, so it's okay to socially drink. The part we forget is it's technically poison. Like if you look at what you put on cuts, what is an antiseptic? What kills viruses and bacteria? Straight alcohol. So when we're putting that into our body and ingesting and it makes you feel a little bit off, that's the kind of questions that I want to challenge you to ask of, when I'm drinking, what is it that I'm looking to benefit from this? What am I looking to experience? What am I wanting to feel or to not feel? Again, these are the symptoms. Once we get to the core, we can start to understand a lot better of why I do certain things. And is this thing I'm about to partake in going to actually serve me, the authentic version of me that's growing, or is it going to sedate me and help me take steps back in what I'm trying to do?
How have you seen alcohol affect families, mental health, or recovery journeys?
I've seen alcohol tear families apart left and right. I remember seeing it when I was a kid in my own family with one of my grandparents. I remember, wow, I just had some memories come up. I remember, and it was right down the street of where we are, going with my mom once a week, dropping off groceries and taking all the alcohol out of my grandpa's apartment because he was drinking himself to death. I haven't thought about that in a while, man. So when you ask the question, how does it affect families? Well, I know for me, it destroyed an aspect of the family. And after being in this service in the community for multi-decades, I've seen it ruin so many families. And again, that's just the symptom because that core issue was not addressed or even looked at. The whole point of what we do here and what I'm on a mission to do is, once you expose the core lie, the core issue that's driving that behavior, that's how you get sustainable and long-term change. Now, all the other issues become irrelevant because you basically cure, in essence, the one thing that no longer wants to continue to drive this debate.
All right, so what's one lie we've all been sold about alcohol that people need to wake up to?
Oh, just one, or can I share multiple lies?
Yeah, multiple.
There's so many lies. So I know that the biggest one, I remember when I was in college, the lie that I had to drink to have fun. There's great at marketing of it's like a social lubricant. And I know for me, I am introvert in nature. It takes me pushing myself outside of my comfort zone. But when I would have drinks, oh my gosh, I was extrovert. It was a lot of fun. But that was because I didn't do the work and I didn't understand, how do I be authentically me? See, there's an extrovert side in all of us and there's an introvert side in all of us. Instead of looking at alcohol in order to open that up, of actually doing the work so I can get in touch with that side to say, this is a part where I want to allow this extrovert part to come out and I can still have fun. So when I learned how to have fun without having to sedate or to add a social lubricant, it opened up so many more doors. Because here's one of the cool things about not drinking. You get great sleep, which the studies on alcohol disrupting sleep and the different levels of REM, and wild at how destructive alcohol is to sleep. And I remember people used to argue, well, I drink because it puts me out to sleep. Yes, physically you're asleep, but what your brain is doing, I mean, nowadays you can track it all with a little Whoop, or I've got the Aura Ring. You can track the quality of sleep. And just because you're asleep doesn't mean you're getting high quality sleep. Another aspect, I'm gonna go down a rabbit hole here, but another aspect is you go into the deep sleep, what it does is it's all the plaque from your brain, all the stuff that creates all the diseases or dis-eases within your brain. It's a natural filter. When you're interrupting that, so if you're drinking before you go to bed, if you're smoking weed, it doesn't allow that plaque to fully get removed, which is how we were made. And so it continues to build and build. And this is why we're seeing all these different brain issues, all these different heart issues. So the first lie is that you have to drink to have fun. The second lie is that it helps you sleep. It actually destroys your sleep. So those are two just off the top of the mind.